I'm glad you brought up the we first because he ended his speech talking about the collective will of our people and the Singapore spirit. So we've seen hints of this, come together moment in the Forward Singapore exercise. Your take on the we first messaging?
I think we've seen it before. I mean, I don't think it's a new message. I mean, it's framed slightly differently, but we've had this kind of collaborative approach being mooted. I mean, he did this in the last NDR rally as well, right? The Forward SG was basically a manifestation of his commitment to saying, we want to hear from Singaporeans, right? And that whole kind of talking to citizens about their concerns and then coming up with quite a big blueprint for where his government want to go. That being said, we've also seen previous prime ministers also say things like that, right? And having these initiatives, whether it was REACH, right, and various feedback units and so forth. I think in principle, I think everybody agrees with that, right? Everybody wants a collaborative, democratic government, right? But then there once again, we return to a few questions, right? Where does it come? Where does the collaboration come when citizens have anxieties, right? Is there an acknowledgement of those anxieties in a kind of like almost in an honest way and saying, we recognize that there are failings and therefore we need to work together with citizens, right?
I don't know where that was going because it was, it was a conclusive statement, but there was like nothing to really create that energy out of it. And I think the sentiment on the ground and online is like, we are trying our best, right? So when we say we first, right, part of it is also saying that there were decisions made in the past that will no longer work. I mean, then we go we first, let's go find out why. And there are decisions in the past that got us here in the first place. Then we go we first. And I felt that would be something that people would say, you know what, this was a good rally, at least he acknowledged the problem.